Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me on Psyched with Setmire. Today we're going to look at remembering your dreams. Just very briefly, some tips for you to help you remember your dreams at night. And we know that every single person dreams, but for some reason, some of us tend to remember them better than others. So if you're struggling, hopefully these tips will help you, right, to remember your dreams in the morning. So let's look at a few things that you can do. And the first one seems really silly. Right? Being motivated. If you make a conscious decision to remember your dreams, you're going to be more likely to remember them. So this could be as simple as before you go to bed at night, tell yourself, repeat it out loud if you have to, right? I will remember my dreams tonight. I will remember my dreams tonight. Or chant it to yourself like a little mantra, and you might be ever so slightly likely to actually remember your dreams. So make a conscious decision to remember them, and that should help a little bit. Another really big thing that you can do is record your dreams within minutes of waking up. Right? So dreams fade from our memory incredibly fast, typically within just 90 seconds or so of waking up. If we haven't shared them in some way or written them down, they're going to be gone because we weren't consciously attending to that material while we were asleep. So keep a pen and paper or something to write with next to your bed. You can even dictate it into your phone if you want to, or share it with the person sleeping next to you. But if you don't share that dream immediately, it's going to fade from your memory very quickly. And you're going to have that moment where you're like, I had this amazing dream, and I have no idea what it was about. Right? So write them down, share them, record them quickly. When you wake up, think about your dream, right? Kind of piggybacking on the last idea here, but there's some evidence that staying in the same position when you wake up might be helpful, right? So lay there in the same position you were dreaming in. Think about your dream consciously, kind of recall the details in any way that you can. Don't get out of bed right away, right? So hopefully your alarm clock or anything that wakes you up is right there. But think about your dream and then write it down or share it. Another thought too, some people do better with images rather than text, so you could always draw images from your dream if that's something that might help you to recall it later. Another thing, if those tips aren't working for you and you want to kind of take it to the next level, REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep, where we dream, occurs in roughly 90-minute intervals throughout the night. So if making a conscious decision hasn't worked, recording your dreams isn't working, thinking about them, you could set your alarm and wake yourself up at 90-minute intervals throughout the night, trying to catch yourself in a dream as it's happening. We tend to have our most vivid, long-lasting dreams in the early morning. REM sleep tends to get longer throughout the course of the night. So, at 4 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning, whatever time, is right before you're waking up, right? Wake yourself up, set your alarm, see if you can catch yourself in the middle of a dream. Now, if you look up remembering your dreams, right, you're going to get all sorts of other little tips. And there are some things that have a little bit of marginal evidence to them, very slight. It might be correlational, or it's just kind of inconclusive. We see some evidence that the role of vitamin B6 might play a role in having very vivid dreams, or maybe even lucid dreams. So kind of looking at your vitamins and nutrition. There's some evidence that restless sleepers might remember their dreams better because they're waking up more. But then you can find another article that says getting good sleep and having good sleep habits will help you to remember your dreams. So I think that one's a little inconclusive. But we do also see that the role of certain substances like alcohol, caffeine, different medications, and maybe even eating right before bed might also interfere with your ability to remember your dreams. So all that's a little inconclusive. I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if you try some of those other tips, that might help you, and don't get discouraged, right? There are going to be nights where you remember your dreams and nights where you don't, right? So practicing and doing this daily will really help you to get better, right? You're going to kind of hone this like a skill. If you're doing it every day that you wake up, you will get better at recalling your dreams. So I hope all that helps, or some of it helps, and that you are able to hopefully remember some of your dreams, right, moving forward. So thanks for joining me today, and happy dreaming.